In the heart of a college town, where tradition meets ambition, lies a team on the brink of greatness. Welcome to TRXTMU University, where every touchdown is more than just a score, and every game is a battle fought with passion, strategy, and sheer will. This is not just any football team. This is TRXTMU University, beyond the game. Every story starts at the beginning, and for one head coach, this could not be more true.
My name is Benjamin Grieser. I am the head coach of TRXTMU University's football team. This is my first year coaching. I'm pretty excited to be with the program, excited to be new school in the MAC. Got a lot of good players that we've been recruiting in and through the transfer portal as well. But overall, excited to be here. I was a former football player myself, played throughout my younger age and through high school as well. Brothers have also played at the higher level within college and D1 as well. Football runs through my family. It's been in our family since I was born, as long as I can remember. Excited for this opportunity, and we're gonna go win.
You have a pretty highly touted recruiting class, led by the pillars of McCall, Myers, Riggs, Moore, and Gossett. What are your expectations for them to lead this new recruiting class and this new program this season?
Yeah, absolutely. Really excited about our players this year. Trey McCall, corner. He's one of the best corners I've seen in some time at all levels. His ability to man up one-on-one against their wide receiver one, no one's beaten him. Myers at quarterback, he's a field general. I mean, he takes over complete control. He knows what's going to be open at what point as well. And then in the backfield, we have Luke Moore. We have him as a running back and a kind of a fullback position, fullback as needed, running back most of the time. His speed, getting out on the edge and everything, once he gets around that corner, he's gone. I mean, it's hard to tackle him. His agility, able to make players miss, is really, really impressive. And then we have Mitch Gossett at wide receiver. Again, electric, quick off the line. One-on-one balls, lobbing them up. He's going up and he's getting it. Him and Trey McCall have had some intense battles in practice, especially one-on-one. They make each other better. And then we got our D end, Mark Riggs. I'll tell you what, if he's coming, you better get out of the way. He's going to put you down. He does not mess around. He's one of the stronger players on our team. He's a leader of our defense. And we're glad to have all of these players because this is what's going to make our team great. They're going to elevate our team. And so we're going to be able to compete this year with this roster that we got.
Trayvon McCall, cornerback and defensive dynamo. With Purdue's top receivers in his sights, Trayvon's defensive prowess is crucial.
Trey McCall, the DB, number 33, TRXTMU University.
Next, we turn to Braden Myers, the quarterback whose arm and leadership drive TRXTMU's offense. Braden's insights into his game plan and mindset are vital.
Braden Myers, number 3, quarterback, TRXTMU University.
Mitch Gossett, wide receiver and playmaker. Known for his speed and clutch performances, Mitch is set to make game-changing plays.
My name is Mitch Gossett, number 8, TRXTMU University, and I play offense. I'm typically a wide receiver, but I run the ball, catch the ball. All that matters is I score the ball.
Mark Riggs, the defensive end who's a relentless force on the field. His ability to pressure opposing quarterbacks will be pivotal.
What's up? I'm Mark Riggs, number 91, defensive end for TRXTMU University.
Lucas Moore, the running back with the explosive speed and power to break through defenses, has started the transition to a full feature back.
Hello, my name is Lucas Moore. I'm a fullback turned running back, number 4 at TRXTMU University.
What made you commit to TRXTMU University?
You've heard a lot of guys say it. Coach Grieser is the man. When I took a visit here, he just sold me on the program, the environment, the locker room. I'm just real excited to be a part of this group of guys and hopefully get some wins this year.
The TRXTMU University, it's a brand new program, and under the helm of Coach Grieser, I just think that there was a lot of potential. I knew that I was going to get a lot of playing time as a freshman, and that was a drive home for me. It was close, and I thought that we would have a lot of success in a brand new program with a young team.
I came to TRXTMU University because I felt like it was a good fit. I had great conversations with Coach Grieser. I've had a lot of great conversations with quarterback Braden Myers, and I feel like we've already developed a pretty good connection just in the few weeks that we've been together in the off season. I think having an opportunity to be a pillar and a cornerstone of a new up-and-coming program who's making their debut in Division I football, I think this is a great opportunity not only for me, but for this program to show and prove ourselves and show that we belong.
The main thing that made me commit here was, Coach Ben, talking to me, explaining to me what he sees in the future, especially in the incoming class with us. I've had good conversations with Mitch, Trey, Mark, Luke, and we're all so excited to come here. I know we're not like the most highly touted class, especially coming into a new school, but I think we're gonna build something that a lot of people can't build early. And I think that's what's gonna propel us to the top. I think Ben's future going forward is phenomenal, and I think we are set to be a top-ranked school coming soon.
Coach Grieser, man, like I ain't gonna lie, he got a mad recruiting class. We got Gossett, Myers, Riggs. I mean, he brought in a stacked class. I mean, even though we're not all top guys, but we're top guys at our schools that come to contribute to this program. We've seen what he brings to the program, and we just want to follow suit. And we're gonna do what we gotta do to make sure we come out on top this season.
What is the biggest attribute that you bring to a team?
Versatility. See ball, get ball. Anywhere the ball is, you can put me there. If it's on offense, defense, punt return, kick return, it don't matter. I'm gonna get the ball, and me and the ball gonna go to the end zone. Just make sure you meet us there when we get there.
I think my biggest attribute that I bring to this team is going to be the leadership aspect. Being a quarterback, you have to know everything from the playbook to defensive coverages to, just everything, bro. And I think, especially with our young wide receivers, or young running backs, everything, dude, we're going to be able to, build something from the start. And being a leader that I am, and I know that everybody else that's coming in was a leader of their school, so they understand what you have to bring. I think we're all just going to come together and just be one unit, and I think that's something that a lot of schools aren't going to have over us, is because they have a lot of 5-stars trying to fight for each other for who's going to be the leader. But I think all of us, we're just going to be able to lead as a team, and it starts with me, trickles down to the running backs, to the wide receivers, to the line, to the defense, and I think that's just something that's unmatched.
I think the number one thing that I bring to this team is versatility. Like I mentioned before, I can catch the ball, I can run the ball. I try to block, I'm not the best at it, but I try to do a little bit of everything. So I would say the thing I take the most pride in is my versatility and willingness to play anywhere, do anything in order to get this team a win.
I would say my best attribute would be probably my aggression on the field. I kind of black out most times and just go for whoever's got the ball. Sometimes whoever doesn't have the ball, but I would say my aggression and my strength, something about tackling people, it's just instilled in me. I don't know.
A lot of guys are bigger than me. A lot of guys are stronger than me, faster, can run, and in traffic maybe a bit better than me. But I tell you one thing that I'm the best at, there's no one better, it's hitting as hard as I freaking can. I can lower my shoulder, get lower than any other guy, and take him to the ground, even if he's double my size.
What are your goals for this season as a team?
As a team, man, I think we have the roster to win a natty for sure. We can pull it off. It just it's going to depend on our team chemistry and what what we can actually do out there on the field against the opponent. So obviously, sky's the limit, and I think as a team we really can go all the way.
Team goals, I would definitely say making it deep into the playoffs. We got a great team. We got a great squad. Defensive coordinator is awesome, but really the head coach, Ben Grieser, he's always just the motivating type and wanting to see the best out of the entire team.
I don't know if anyone else has already said this, but it's the national championship. I don't think anyone signs up to play college football without the goal of winning a national championship. So I'm here to say, day one, in front of God, Netflix, and everyone, I want to win a national championship.
I think our expectations as a team are going to be, trying to become one. I think we are going to grow as a team. We're going to have growing pains, as any new school would or any new team would, with a bunch of incoming freshmen that are going to be relied on. I could see us, I know we want to make a bowl game in the MAC and try to be a MAC champion. And I think we can do that. I think, you look at the MAC and a lot of people don't respect it, but there's still a lot of good football. But I think as a team, I know we want to win a MAC and we want to have a chance at a bowl game and have a chance at the college football playoff. And I think, throughout the season, you're going to see our growth, you're going to see, our growing pains. But at the end of the day, TRXTMU University is going to be great.
You just play together. Make sure that we're all in sync. Make sure we listen to our coaches, listen to one another on the field, and just make sure we play as a family. That's really all we can ask for, seeing that this is a new program and seeing that we're starting fresh. So just going out there with not too many high expectations and just playing the sport that we love.
Week 1, you play a Power 5 opponent, Purdue. What made you make the decision to schedule Purdue as opposed to an easy game, per se?
Well, the biggest thing is we got to show up, everyone, what we're made of.
Purdue is a very storied program. I don't like Purdue, and I'm going to say that right up front. I don't like Purdue.
I don't personally like Purdue. Let me tell you straight up right now, I don't like Purdue at all.
The TRXTMU University football team is preparing for a battle against one of their in-state rivals. The Purdue Boilermakers are known for their grit and tenacity, and this game will be a true test of what is to come for this program.
Purdue was a rival in my family growing up because we are all Hoosier fans. Brother played for Indiana University, so it's really cool that I get to be a coach going against a former rival when I was growing up. I've learned to hate the Boilermakers, but we're all in-state Indiana in the end. We're all on one team. But again, I would rather a tougher competition than just a cakewalk. That doesn't help us. That's not going to help our program. I mean, I would rather have a tough loss to a really good D1 team compared to an easy cakewalk win. That would help us more in the end.
I applaud the program for making the decision to schedule them week 1 because it's not a pushover. It's not an FCS team or something like that we're just expected to mow through as a layup for our first week as a program. I think we want to test ourselves, and I think this is the best way to do it.
Just make sure we're prepared. We can't take any team lightly. Purdue's a great program. There's some great stuff came out of that school, such as Drew Brees, Ryan Garrigan, Rondell Moore, so there's some greats that's come out of that school. We don't sleep on nobody, and with us being a newer school, we can't take anybody for granted, whether they're blue blood, powerhouse, power 5, it doesn't matter. We treat everybody the same, so we just gotta go in there with a mentality that we gotta dominate from the start to the finish.
Purdue has a very solid team. Their offense is, I would say, a little bit stronger than their defense. They play hard-nosed football, the Midwest type football, and they get after it every single play, and there's no real weak spots to a team like Purdue University.
The air is thick with anticipation. The players, once overlooked and underestimated, now stand on the precipice of something historic. This is their moment to prove that they are more than just underdogs. They are contenders. the defense has set the tone early, forcing a 3 and out on Purdue's first offensive possession. As TRXTMU's offense is set to take the field, in a game of much uncertainty, the first play ran is a foregone conclusion. Just a day ago, Braden and Mitch sat down to review film on a play that they believed could set the tone. The two have developed a very strong connection throughout the off-season, and they are ready to show the world how dangerous that can be.
RPO, read bubble, it's either a handoff to a running back or it's a pitch or a pass to the bubble. And straight off the rip, you see the corner slouched in. He was giving him the outside, and straight off, he blitzes. My instinct, throw the ball to Mitch. We worked on that 1,000 times in practice. And as soon as I threw it and he took off, I was like, he's only got to beat one.
I think that Braden and I secretly came up with a game plan that started on the very first play of the game. That was give me the ball.
And with that game plan in mind, Braden finds Mitch on the first play of the season. The rest is history. The first play from scrimmage becomes the first touchdown in TRXTMU's history. An off-season of hard work coming to fruition in real time.
I think it goes to show you how great we can be, and just where we can go with this is unmatched. And I think, we could be the best dynamic duo in college football.
Despite the hot start from TRXTMU's offense, Purdue marched right back down the field to tie the game. On the next drive, Myers looks for his go-to receiver once more for a big third down conversion. However, this time, the ball is going the other way. Growing pains are normal. Things will take time. But in a game of this magnitude, mistakes must be minimal.
Sadly, I underthrow it. Off the fingertips, it didn't feel great. I thought I had enough zip on it that it was going to get there. Underthrown, corner breaks off and gets in front of it. It's something that you can just grow off of. First game as a school, first game as a true freshman quarterback. I'll work on it. I'll get it there. Throw power was not there. I'm a little underthrown, but it's something that we can just build off of from here.
Capitalizing off of the great field position, Purdue converts a 3-play drive for a touchdown. But the pressure doesn't let up. The Boilermaker defense gets to Myers twice on the next drive, with one sack nearly causing a catastrophic turn of events. TRXTMU's defense needs to step up. But by the time they catch their breath, Purdue has put another 6 points on the board. The silence in the stadium is deafening. What started as jubilation has now become pure shock. Fourth down. No punt team in sight. It is now or never for TRXTMU. Myers finds his big tight end over the middle to keep the drive alive. With the pressure on, Myers makes a throw that will make the entirety of 60,000 people hold their breath. But he had no doubts. Despite double coverage, he knew that in this game, that wasn't going to be enough.
Wrong read, 100%. We're throwing into double coverage, but good players make plays. Credit to Gossett for making a play on the ball. Myers put it right where it needed it to be. Prefer not to be that dangerous, but again, we're aggressive on offense. It's going to pay off.
After a field goal from Purdue, TRXTMU is down 10 at the half. Halftime adjustments will be crucial for this team's success.
They adjusted well in the second quarter. We did not. With a young team, a new team, who's not really played together since this is their first year, it's a little tough. Things got a little rough there in the second quarter, but it's about how you respond. And I really explained that. It's about how you respond. How do you open up the third quarter? Are we going to go out and do a 3 and out, or are we going to go down and score, and we're right in this game? Most people counted us out before the game even started. We're within 10 points at halftime. They can compete, so you will compete. We're going to be all right. Stick to your fundamentals.
In the locker room, it's really a whole lot of just mentally preparing yourself for another half of football. I tell the team, as a freshman, it's kind of hard to be that leader, but I tell the team, this is a brand new game. We're all tied at 0. We just got to go out there and we got to perform how we perform and trust in our offense and set up our offense to be successful in the following drives.
We took, after the first, score of the game, we took our foot off the gas pedal a little bit. We got to keep our composure. We're down, but we're gonna fight. We're gonna get to it. And at the end of the day, I think we'll end up on top. We just got to stay with it. One play at a time. You can't win it in one throw. And you can't win it on one defensive stop. But we can make our way back, and I think we'll be all right.
Being down by 10 is not the ideal start, but we knew it wasn't going to be easy. I take pride in the fact that we are in here putting up a fight against a D1 Power 5 opponent. I know the game's not over. We still have a half to play. I just want another chance to prove that we belong here. We have another 2 quarters of football. It's time to get the ball in my hands.
After a quick 3-and-out, the defense steps up. Cornerback Quan Harvey gets an interception and sets up the offense in a great position. And like clockwork, Myers feeds the hot hand to cut the lead to 3. On the next drive, Riggs steps up for his 3rd tackle for loss of the game. The momentum seems to be shifting in Trick's team's favor. Myers finds his running back Morris on a screenplay for a huge 3rd down conversion. Following that up, Braden finds Mitch for another 18 yards. To conclude the drive, Myers slings it to senior wide receiver Jet Moore for another touchdown pass. For the first time since the first quarter, Trick's team has taken the lead. But once again, before anyone on the Trick's team sideline can breathe, Purdue answers. They connect on an 80-yard touchdown on their first play of the drive. It's starting to seem as if Purdue has a counter to all of Trick's team's progress. But if Trick's team is anything, they're resilient. Coach Grieser has the utmost confidence in his players, and they are prepared to show why. Back-to-back first downs to Jet Moore and Jaheim Morris. But Coach Grieser decided it was time for a change of pace.
And I think every offensive and even some defensive players know that feeling. They get a pick 6 and then make it to the 1. They have a great play all to end at the 1. But man, I was just pumped I was at the 1 because I knew you get me inside 2 yards, I'll put the ball in. So I wasn't worried. It sucked, but I knew it. I knew the next play I was going in. So.
And that he did. Lucas Moore dives over the line for the touchdown and the lead. The stadium is shaking. The momentum is back. All signs are pointing towards the end, and with this score to head into the 4th, the end is near. In spite of sounding like a broken record, Purdue is once again in position to take the lead. And on 2nd and 4 from the 9-yard line, they do just that, taking a 38-35 lead. Facing 4th down with the game on the line, Myers finds Morris for a field-flipping 37-yard completion. On 3rd and 1, Coach Grieser calls on Lucas Moore, once more, to convert 2 consecutive first downs. Then, a completion near the sideline takes Trick's team to a goal-to-go scenario. Just a few yards shy of the end zone, Moore is stopped in the backfield. Playing it safe, Coach Grieser elects to kick a field goal, which will send the game to overtime is here. Handshakes are exchanged, but there is no love lost on either side. 4 quarters of football wasn't enough. A new game begins. Trick's team decided to start this overtime period the same way they started the game, by getting the ball to number 8. He takes it down to the 2-yard line, setting up Moore to punch it in. About as close to a perfect drive as you can get.
We need to get this stopped. We got to. There's nothing else we can do. Offense did their part in getting the score, so all we gotta do is make sure that the opposing team didn't score.
But that stop would not come now. Purdue matched Trix team's 2-play drive with a 2-play drive of their own. Level at 45, the defense will head back out onto the field to try and give the offense a chance to win. And this time, they did just that. Linebacker Cole Miller Jr. comes down with an interception to give Trix team the ball back, with a chance to finally put Purdue away. A reception and a rush from Jaheim Morris puts the offense on the 12-yard line for a fresh set of downs. To everyone in the stadium, the ball was surely set to go into one player's hands.
I knew in overtime that Brady was looking to give me the ball. I know that they knew that was the game plan. We knew that was the game plan. It was working. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I lined up, saw a good matchup. I could tell, I don't want to air this out on national television or anything. I saw the corner shaking a little bit, and I knew I had a zig route. And when it comes to running zig routes, it's all about selling in the hips. If you can look them off, head fake, shift, drop your body, zig routes are killers. So I beat the corner one-on-one, got to the outside, played it up the sideline, and I saw the goal line. And I knew the only thing that was going to stop me from crossing that was gravity. So I bucked up, 2 feet off the ground, 2 nuts in hand, and we're gonna jump. Next thing I know, my feet are in the air. I look down, I see the goal line. I'm shaking, but I know as long as I don't drop the ball, we win the game. By the time I hit the ground, I feel like I'm about to soil myself after doing 2.5 flips, a couple 360s. But I look down, look around, the crowd is buzzing, absolutely buzzing. We've just won our first game as a program, and I, overconfidently, get up. Heisman. Big goals? Yeah. Realistic? Probably not. But it was the only thing I could think of. I had 4 touchdowns, first game, program's history. I was just buzzing.
You know, me and Mitch and I connected on 4 touchdowns. I don't know how many people have done that in general, let alone college football. And you know, he's fantastic. I think the way he's able to get open and just slip past defenders is something that's not normal. 4 touchdowns I'm still in shock by 4 touchdowns.
And with that, Trix team is 1-0. The task at hand has been completed. No matter how pretty, how close, or how daunting the task was, Trix team was victorious. The precedent has been set. This team will compete with any team, anywhere. A group of underdogs who had been given the keys to the program have now shown that they were worth the investment. This is not the whole story, but it is a damn good start.
So we started the season off 1-0, and we couldn't think of anything better. I think of a better way to start the season off.
Yeah, shout out Luke Moore, man. He, our fullback, but he carries the ball like a running back. He had, I think, 11 carries, 40-some yards, 2 touchdowns, huge touchdowns. Without him, we definitely don't win that game. We definitely don't start our comeback. And shout out Mitch again. I mean, he had 4 touchdowns. The game-winning touchdown was absolutely phenomenal. He went on a zig route to the right side, cut up field, and jumped. And he jumped, and I said, oh shit. And he did, I don't even know how many damn flips he did, but damn, he got in the end zone. And I've never seen a touchdown end like that. I think he did a front flip, landed sideways, But landed in the end zone, at the end of the day, hell of a catch and hell of a run and get the touchdown to win us the game. I mean, man, shout out him.
I truly just wanted the ball. I know every wide receiver wants the ball, but Braden had something working. He had all the confidence in the world. At one point, he threw between two safeties, threw it behind me because he knew that we had built that connection to where he knew I would turn around and grab it. So as selfish as it sounds, I wanted the ball because I knew they couldn't stop me from getting the ball. The only thing that I can say is coming next, or at least 4 more. Let's see if they can stop it.
You gotta trust in the offense. We got an awesome quarterback and receiving group. Our running back group is solid too, and we just got to be confident in the fact that, you know, we got dogs out there on the field.
It comes down to just talent. So I think it's about mental fortitude and going into the game with the right mindset and preparing the week before. And I think we're doing that.
And we could have just kicked a field goal, win the game, but we're aggressive. At that point, I feel like we needed to at least try to get into the end zone. If we need to kick a field goal, so be it. But at least on first and second down, we're going to at least go try and score. Don't count us out.